Sorry, guys.
Sorry, I'm still inputting some of my programming, some of my things.
You're such a bastard.
I'm computer stuffing.
Oh my god.
What happened?
Computer stuffing.
I'm computer stuffing. Don't worry about it.
By the way, on my I
He's
am
just
currently
adding stuff to this, which is
I'm
just
currently
funny.
on my third banana tonight.
Jeez, Terry.
He won't eat popcorn, but he'll love bananas.
Dude, give your throat a break.
Potassium.
Chew them. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Welcome back to M&A&D&D episode 80. We'll call this one Detours. Last we left off M&A,
That can't be
they
good.
were in the midst of a massive dragon fight. They ran across Narrowvein, the alleged son of King Maldrich, who reigns across the Sword Coast. Also, allegedly, the nemesis of our dear Valen, who got a little tongue-tied in that fight. Speaking of tongue-tied, things did not go well when a lair action happened that stopped everybody's plans in their tracks and nearly wiped the team as the dragon was prepared for this battle. But Astrid is tired of fucking around.
Damn straight.
So she put a whooping on, took it to him, and we have now a giant dragon carcass laying half submerged in a lake inside of this cavern. We have a missing Narrowvein, and oh wait, a missing member of the M&A family, as Val Umbra decided to chase said Narrowvein through a portal. That portal collapsed in on him, and he is stuck in an inky abyss. And that's where we're going to pick it up. It's pure silence as you find yourself.
You, bud.
I'm not ready for it.
You have. Is this on him?
Yeah, just real
Okay,
quick.
so that's why no picture.
Look real quick.
You find
BRB.
yourself now finally setting your foot on solid ground, and it takes every bit of your willpower, your mental fortitude, to take steps to create the path that you're on instead of just floating weightless in this abyss. And you have this humming in your stomach. And with each step you try to take, it either leads you closer or further away from it.
You 100%.
You recognize it. It's the same feeling you get whenever there's a portal around. But this is faint. And you feel in your bones that the only reason that you feel it now is because the nothingness is heightened the senses. You are so devoid of substance in this realm that you feel the absence of air pushing up on your skin. A sensation you had never felt before, but you miss it now in this new emptiness. And so, with every step you take, with every step you force your body to make, you push yourself towards this aching that you have, like deep within yourself. And then those voices, they start to kind of chime in. One of them, a small gnomish voice, kind of bickers with the choices that you've made. Another gruff voice seems to kind of besmirch you, but pushes you forward. Tells you you've already made your bed. Now you've got to lie in it, and urges you to push forward. And then deep, deep, deep in the back of your head, you hear that slithery voice. Come back to me. Every step you take leads you closer to me.
Oh my god, I hate it. Oh.
Appropriate and inappropriate at the same time.
And then all I
Oh,
hear
crap.
is every
I think we
second
broke
kid probably
L.
watching you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
You take. You make. Just going on in the back of my head, and I'm just like, ooh.
Already
Oh,
feeling
But on the
God.
other side of the
it.
veil, we find your cohorts, M&A. Liam, aka Taro King. Valen, Astrid. Dealing with the repercussions of these events as they are in an empty cavern that they've now searched, looted, and have made efforts to kind of find out what their next step is. They've called upon a very powerful wizard who seemed to be of no help, except for some information about how the portals may work. Some information about what they discovered, as this is a new kind of revelation for them. We're going to pick it up from there.
I don't know if Warwick's still here, but is Warwick still with us, or did he leave at that?
He bounced.
He bounced.
He
Okay.
left.
And
Yeah.
I think we said we collected stuff and then we already left, or do you want to just retcon that? And say
Yeah,
we're still
I
here?
don't know.
Oh,
if we
okay. I'm
wanna,
sorry.
like,
Did you
say,
guys left?
Oh, we collected things from the dragon, but like, if you guys want anything from the dragon, I suggest getting it now.
I mean, I'm more concerned about getting my brother. I don't really fucking care about the dragon right now.
Okay, well, we can peace out. I don't care.
He was the main one collecting things from the dragon before. I mean, as long as we make sure the dragon is dead. And
Well, I'm gonna roll some investigation.
Considering its head's underwater, I think it's dead.
Let me at least roll the investigation.
Good.
See if there's anything special stands out. If there's nothing special stands out, then they just bounce.
We already looted the room, Terry. Yeah, we got last time we got a bunch of gold and other coins. We got 2 potions of one potion of greater healing, 2 regular potions, 2 scrolls, and 10 trade bars.
Okay.
10 gold trade 10 gold.
Yep,
trade
I
bars.
believe where you guys were last at, you guys needed to determine
we determined
yeah, you're what was going to happen. You guys had already kind of looted everything.
Yeah, with Warwick there, we determined that it's likely that the hub location was someplace in Cormiathir. That's about where we left off. Was that there's a clearing? The clearing that Astrid had described was probably related to some place similar to Cormiathir.
Yeah.
So we have a
This
general
gate's
location to
useless.
target. Say again.
This gate's useless.
Oh yeah. This gate's
At this
useless. We looted the room. It's exclusively like, do we want to do anything with the dragon? I think if we want to take like proof that he's dead and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, whatever's not in the water. Or unless you want to dive underwater, I don't really care.
I mean,
but
it's pretty big. I don't think I have a way to. Did we get any level last through all this? Okay. So yeah, I don't have a way to.
Do you have something
what's the
lined
rules
up?
on
If
holding
just
breath?
one more level.
One more level gets me level 2 spells, and then I can get a little bigger.
You're
What's,
like, I got
what's the
something.
rule on holding breath?
It's based on your constitution. It's the number of minutes that
10
you
minutes
of your
plus
constitution
your-
mod.
Not even like get a tooth or something if we really want to. Because I have a
Uh,
heavy, a beefy enough constitution, I can probably do that.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, this is proof. I'll Ashford will dive down and see
I'm
if
gonna
she
stand
can.
right next to it with with my sword. If it moves, it's getting jabbed with the sword. If it moves like it's getting up, just in case.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah. I mean, as they're leaving, she'll dive into that water and see if she can dive down and maybe crack one of the teeth to pull it out. One of the big like.
I
canines.
need you to roll a survival.
Okay. That's gonna be fun. Sure, I'll roll that. It's gonna be garbage.
It's pretty good.
Except I rolled a natural 20!
Wow.
-1.
There's her 20
So-
day.
-1.
As you kind
Ow.
of start to wade into the water, your outfit kind of like shifts into this like really sleek water suit
Mhm.
as you dive in, and you're down there for a good time. Everybody kind of starts to worry what's going on as bubbles start to pop, as the head of this massive dragon kind of shifts in the water, and just when everybody's about to dive in behind and see what's going on, this hand rises up,
Okay.
and like breaching the water is this massive fang of shiny porcelain dragon tooth.
Neat.
So
I'll
we take
consider
it.
this proof. Yeah, we take it to whoever needs proof that the dragon's gone.
I mean, yeah. I
We'll
think
hold it. Yeah.
we can bring it back to the town on the way out to go see our ship and just show them that we at least did this much. And the king.
Are you adding
Actually,
that
no,
to
we'll
your
take it to the king
inventory?
because the king was
I will.
the king was the one that sent us on this mission
Ah.
originally.
We'll see.
Okay, so you guys are gonna make
Unless
your
you
way
guys
back
want
through.
anything else.
I mean, I think we got pretty much everything else. And Viva's already said that we can pick this place clean, so
Yeah.
I want to dawdle.
I mean, our next mission is to. Our next point is to see if we can find this clearing, right?
Which clearing are you referring to?
The portal clearing.
Gotcha. As you guys make your way back through the tunnel, you find a lot less resistance than you had found originally, as you had murdered your way through it. You find a lot of the corpses, the slain. As you guys walk over them, a little bit of somberness because you're missing one of your members. You guys make your way back out through it. You know that in order to return to your ship, you do need to pass through the Elven village that you had originally encountered. As you guys make your way through this forest, it seems as though it's been fairly emptied. The route to the Elven village, and when you finally come across it, life has sprung back a little bit. They've mended their sick. They've begun, fixing their fortifications. They're still continuing to kind of like bustling back and forth through the trees, through all these walkways up in the branches, and life is rebounding here.
Could it be possible to say we swung by our original that original clearing that we spent so much time in? and pick up the body of what's his face? What's his name?
Who are you referring to? Oh,
it's
where the dragon
G
came down and we
guy.
killed that. We killed the traitor.
Yeah. I'm going through my notes.
Okay.
Mhm.
If you now that you're back into the main village, you know the path is behind the main tree.
Mhm.
And you can follow that back
Galen.
because
Do we
Galen,
want
there
to?
you go.
Do we want to get him or like?
No, his stupid body's getting buried next to his wife.
that's really sweet.
Oh, so that his wife can torment him for the rest
Yeah,
of
so
forever.
there's
Oh, okay, that's not sweet.
listen.
That's
Also, DM, did the blessings and garland that me and my brother had for helping the creature, whatever it was of the forest, did that help me or him in this situation?
there was a point where it was helping. I believe it helped out near the water. When you guys were locating the original spot, and then
It has not. We don't feel anything. We have nothing. It's not doing anything anymore with him being gone.
Mm-hmm.
okay, so do a perception check. Is that what I believe I'm hearing?
I'm just trying to think of things that I have, and I remember that we had that now.
So you earlier when you had encountered the cave and the waterfall and the secret entrance, it seemed to have been kind of leading you, protecting you, giving you some sort of self. I don't know. It was like a little bit of self-soothing. Now, since this has been defeated, you do feel it lacking, and it seems no different than just like a wreath around your neck.
Sense of like connection to either the thing or my brother with it. Oh, okay. I'll when I get out of here, I'll take it off and place it in my bag of holding for now, or my handy haversack, or what it's called. But yeah, but I'll keep it on while I'm in the forest in case I
Okay.
feel like anything.
Yeah, my only request is we stop by that original clearing so I can get that body.
Okay. Well, there's
it's
nothing
long.
stopping you from
Yeah.
from heading that way.
Okay.
Is you kind of like at this point you've made several trips there and back.
Yeah.
You're very familiar with your with the path there, even though you're lacking your scout, the one that would normally have led the
Tree
way.
boy.
Mm-hmm. Your tree boy. Uh, it isn't long until you reach this enormous clearing again.
Because I remember we said we dug him a shallow grave. I'll just dig him up. Because it's only been like a day or two. And his butt is getting buried next to his wife. Kick on his ass for the rest of forever.
Damn.
It is the body had already started to decay some bit, and you had found his body fairly easily because it was a shallow grave. So some
Yeah.
animals had come by, dug through, eaten its innards, tore
Oh,
up parts of
Oh.
his more tender flesh. So as you're trekking him through the forest back towards the grave next to his wife,
I'll do it. Aster will do it by herself at this point. Just out of
yeah,
sheer spite. Because she's not feeling this dude.
you feel like parts of it snag every once in a while, and you realize like some of his innards were like trailing behind, getting caught on roots and rocks and stuff, and you just kind of like
Yum.
yank him free, and parts of it just kind of split open, and
Like a Walking Dead thing.
Yeah.
as you continue
Opposite.
on, but nothing's stopping you from continuing towards your goal of putting this person to his final rest, which in all likelihood, is much more traumatic and much more traumatizing than what's happening here.
Yeah, she knows. Yeah, she knows. Yeah, that's all. That's my only request.
All right, we find
Everybody else
yourselves
can do what we want.
back into the center of the Elven village amongst the trees, where Astrid kind of puts this body to rest, with the wicked intention of eternal
Listen,
torture.
you just gotta eat the shit you pooped out.
Yeah, you shit where you eat, you
Yeah.
eat where you shit.
You eat where you shit, dude.
Poop eater.
Does anyone want? I'm gonna take one of the potions of greater healing, but does anyone want one of the other potions?
No.
Did anyone use one?
I think no. I still have a potion.
All right, I'll take all of them because I used the.
But so I guess my question: where do we start collecting intel about that? So we
I'm sorry.
figure out quick, right?
Do what?
Where do we even begin to search for intel about that transportation?
Well, we kind of talked about earlier. Astrid. So Astrid's already traveled there, and based on her description of the location, it sounds like a location from where I'm from, which is east of here.
Okay.
It's far. It's a lot farther east from here than like. It'll take a while by airship. At the very least, we're going to the airship. I don't know of any communication between Waterdeep and Cormier or any of the locations around there, but we would have to ask if we go back to Waterdeep. We'll have to ask them if they have any way to get there faster. Otherwise, we'll have to take the airship from Waterdeep to there.
Why do we have to go back to Waterdeep?
Assuming we want. I mean, Waterdeep's not that far from where we are, and we would report back what we had done and
I
see
say
if
we
they have
go
a
straight
faster
there.
way. I mean, Waterdeep's only like a few hours from here. We're not saving
How
that
far
much
is
time.
where we're going?
Waterdeep was
Yeah,
quite a way.
No, Waterdeep was just down. Like we're just down from Waterdeep. This wasn't a lot of travel to get from here from Waterdeep to here.
It was like a day.
Yeah.
I thought it was less than
Is
that.
it-
By
Mm-mm.
airship.
It's
yeah.
not a day.
Okay, regardless, so the go to where we're going is much further. So if we go to Waterdeep,
Isn't it just south?
Cormanthier, it's like far east into the continent.
Okay.
It is not on the Sword Coast.
Yeah, we're leaving the Sword Coast.
Okay.
Leaving in a
I
balloon
don't see why
ship.
we don't go
Literally
straight
every
there.
map that we've shown us so far, we're off the map. We're off the map east.
Got it. Well, I
And
mean,
like
if you want to
You're in the
report
Misty Forest.
times-
Misty Forest is really not that far.
yeah,
if you want to report back, that's fine. But
but I'm just
I
saying,
don't see
like, I
any-
don't know if they have a faster method there. Like, there used to be fast methods. I don't know what's currently there. Again, I don't know what the Harper's network of spies has available to them. If they have a faster
information. We don't have a lot when it comes to anything
right?
other
But
than
I mean,
intel.
I know that they send people east, and they have ways of getting people there other than just on foot sometimes. But if they can
Okay.
get us closer, then or they can drop us off there essentially. I don't know. If we just want
I
to go
guess
straight
it's just
there,
a matter of do we take the day traveling away from where we need to go, or do we spend the day traveling towards our goal? I see the validity in both.
I mean, the difference is literally a day of travel, probably, because like we're going this way to go, but we're probably going more north. If I remember it on the map, it's probably more on the same latitude as Water's Deep, but it's just east. So the only thing we're gaining is the eastwardness that we're in right now. Honestly, I haven't looked at the map in a while, so
Okay, understood. Well then, in that case, is there anything you guys want to do in the Elf's village, or we want to go straight back to the?
I think we need whatever we do. We need to go straight back to the. There's nothing that we need to do in the village itself.
Okay, just asking.
We need to just go straight back to the airship.
Okay.
oh, I'm trying to find a quick map of what I'm looking for.
Don't be looking at maps.
Well, I mean, this is the
Talk
location
about-
where I've been. Where I'm from, I should know where it is. Fuck, I can't. Why can't I zoom in on any of these?
Okay, so
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
Alvin village, you guys choose to head back towards Thom Petty, that had been kind of docked north of this particular woods. As you guys make your way towards
You
your
said we're in the
familiar,
Misty Forest right now, Viva?
yeah, mm-hmm.
All right, so it's pretty much directly east of where we are. And the general Cormanthier is still ginormous, so like I'm not giving like I still don't know where we're going once we get there. Like Alex doesn't. like
Okay. You guys head out of
why does my stuff doesn't stick?
what do you mean?
When I try to draw something, it disappears.
I don't know. I do not know.
Do you see me draw a line?
I mean, I saw a purple blip and then it disappeared.
I'm like right underneath Dragonford.
Where are we?
Trying to yeah, that one sticks.
That was you.
That was me.
So, anyways, you guys find yourselves right outside of the Misty Forest. You guys finally breach the tree line, and you see this hilly plain in front of you, in which you find a very familiar sight. You see the iconic blue balloon of Thom Petty, with it harnessed to this amazing airship. As you guys walk forward to it, you see its cast and crew hard at work, readying the ship for the next leg of this adventure. As you guys move closer, though, you see the captain of the ship, this young lady, and you see her navigator, and they both look on with you, and you see the instant of despair as their heads kind of drop, and they realize one of your members is missing. And they kind of rush to meet you in the field. No, don't tell me. Where is your brother? Was he slain?
As
Where's
far
his
as we
body?
know, he lives.
He lives? Tell me the truth. I can take it. We've lost so many, so long the ways. No, Don't lie to
The
me.
truth is, he ran into a portal that could have gone to an extra dimensional space.
All of a sudden, you just hear the squawking. as
This is your fault.
as his navigator best friend kind of just like, of course he did. Of course he did.
That dumb bitch.
Like, yeah, math checks out.
Yeah,
Checks
that
out. Story checks out.
Yeah, story checks out. Well, what's next? Where do we go? Surely the air is not where he's at.
Fine, but we might know where the exit of the portal is.
Really? Well,
So we hope to find him at the exit.
I mean, I'm the captain, but I know you're going to give the order. It's important. Let's go. To the air? Chase him down? Can we do it?
I'll let his brother give you the information. He
Sorry,
seems to
I'm-
know the most about the area that we're trying to go to.
Sorry,
No,
I was
I'm
dealing
just
with
trying to
something.
tee you up.
Sorry, I was
No
dealing with
worries.
something. I just messaged Viva.
Because I just don't,
Um,
in all honesty, I don't
look,
really remember and I didn't write it down.
Yeah, we're looking to go east to Cormanthier. I'm not sure if that means we go to Waterdeep first or if we go to directly there. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the area. It's it's gonna be a long trek. What is our? I mean, I guess before we leave, or if you're familiar with how far it is, do we have enough supplies to make it there?
Oh, no. This here village that you done rescue? They've been supplying us plenty.
Then
We can make it to the end of the world and back at this point.
Sounds
fuck
like we go
this.
straight to where
Yeah, let's fuck it.
We
Let's just
need
go
to go.
straight there.
Yeah, let's go.
there are plenty of ways that we can contact who we need to contact.
One thing I can do. We can send word to Waterdeep via some of these friends of yours. And you look up and the navigator's pointing to
Birds.
birds in the air.
We could send a letter and attach the dragon tooth with it.
Indeed.
Tell them what we found. We can hint. I look at Astrid and Valen at the other stuff that we discovered, if we want to. Keep it vague.
Not just simply a dragon, which we knew. going in.
We knew that going in, but like the stuff we discovered about our target.
I can tell you that Ramilla already knows. So if we want to send the note to her, I can guarantee you she already knows.
You think she already knew?
Even the conversation that we had before we left with the king.
I'm gonna ask a dumb question.
Yep.
Usually my kind of
It's your wheelhouse, for sure.
Yeah, sure. Secure messages I usually send are sent either through magical means or through secure people that again sometimes don't even become that secure. But how secure do we find message via bird? If we're sending it to Ramilla and this is intended for Ramilla's eyes only to handle, then if we, depending on how much we trust this form of messaging, should determine how much information we put in the letter.
And I make like some sort of check to see if I trust the birds. I don't know. Like, is
Sorry.
bird a like reasonable way to send a message?
Insight check the bird.
Let's insight check the crow that's
On top
flying
of-
above.
on top
We're
of
not
making a
giving it to
nature check.
any
No.
crow.
No,
because
do
every
it.
crow in this game has fucked all of us up trying to talk to it. Every single time we
Listen,
try talking to a
I'm
crow,
telling
they've always
you-
been dicks to us.
I'm telling you,
Speak
Crows
that
are
last
dicks.
crow that
or
we
anything,
talked
they've always
to
gone,
knew some shit.
Science is canon. Crows are dicks.
They are.
I'm
But they're
telling
also
you,
really
that
smart.
That last crow that we talked to, that was supposed to be the pet of what's his face.
Yeah.
He knew some shit, and
I'm still not convinced that
forgotten
thing.
about it.
I'm still not convinced that thing wasn't a
There's one
a
time.
druid.
There was one time I can't remember who did it. Either someone cast Speak with Animals in the castle, and we're like, all right, we 100% can speak to this crow now. What does the crow say? And Viva goes, caw.
Crow says, "Fuck you."
Yeah,
Well,
I
we
was like, I
understand
can
what
finally
he
speak
says,
to this
and he
thing,
caws
and
at
he
it.
goes, "Caw." I'm like, ah, cool.
God damn it.
That doesn't sound like me.
That's somebody else.
Yeah.
We look directly at this crow, and he fucks with us the whole time. He Arcadian's lines, Arcadian and Twitch chat is pretty funny.
Oh, I need to open that up. I'm sure he's making fun of me.
No, he said this letter will self-destruct in 30
No.
seconds.
But at the same time, like, can I like, I don't even know how to like insight check to see if that's an appropriate way to send a message. I don't know. Dang.
You do know multiple ways to communicate within the Harpers, in which that are unconventional.
Okay.
Can I do a confidence check? Do you roll for confidence?
Just roll a d20. Do
Yeah,
whatever
roll
he
a
says.
D20.
Oh, yeah, charisma check. That'll be charisma.
Jiminy.
Yeah, charisma.
Cricket. Oh, can we do a charisma check? Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a flat charisma check.
Is he okay? Is that what the DM wants? DM, do you want a charisma check?
You
Yeah,
say confidence. That's
This is it.
charisma.
that's charisma.
No, I.
Fucking hell!
Wow.
+3 to charisma!
You find yourself
Dang it!
out here, kind of like in
I'm
the
gonna get a
wilderness again.
Noise complaint.
You've
Fuck the
been.
wood.
Hold on. Before Viva explains it, I have one last luck for today, and we're about to fly off. I'll let you re-roll it.
Yeah!
Don't fuck it up. Get rid of
Also,
David rolls.
fuck the woods.
Oh my god!
Everything! I used up all my luck on that goddamn football game.
Oh
You had a
my
20 at the
god!
Wow.
I rolled a 20 and then I have not rolled above a 10 since then.
This is
I just want to point that out.
so crazy.
You haven't rolled above a 5 since then. What are you talking about above a 10?
Get out of here.
Okay,
Don't talk to me.
you find
I don't know
yourself
shit.
a little bit more uncomfortable. You have spent so much time in the cities, even through your planar
Fuck
travels.
the woods.
Yeah, you've become a little bit of a city folk.
100%.
Yeah, a little bit more accustomed to like how to pass messages through means with sleight of hand, through traffic, with with people and everything.
There's always
That-
a dirty child that will carry a note.
Right? You look around, no dirty children.
There are no dirty children here. How am I supposed to communicate?
They're all clean.
All these
No
clean
children to
elven
be seen.
children.
These gross, clean elven children.
Gross, clean elven children.
But luckily, a kind voice kind of says, "Don't worry, sister. I got you." Endor, talk to your people. Make sure this gets to them. And then the navigator Endor kind of whispers into the air, and a hawk comes and perches on the back of the ship. He spends a little bit of time talking into the ear of a hawk. Hawks don't have ears.
Hawks have ears. Unmute
Just
me.
under film.
Oh, there you go.
Unmute me.
They
Goes,
don't care.
unmute me.
How do you think
Don't you
owls-
fucking
how do
dare
you think
mute me right now.
owls
I
and
got
other
this.
things
I know this trivia.
Have ears, damn it.
She's screaming. You do not need to scream. Also, yeah, I muted because I made.
I want
the
your
fun-
I
made
want
a
your neighbors to
joke.
know that hawks have ears, just randomly. Hawks have ears.
Listen, I'll open up the damn window. Because we got that kid that screamed bloody murder at 5 a.m.
Arcadian posted, the woods have wood.
Woods have wood. And then this hawk kind of takes off and starts heading to the northwest. Don't you dare calm down. Don't listen to him. Don't you dare calm down. I like your energy. Keep it there. Maybe even bring it up a notch. Don't do this. Whatever this is,
You're just gonna
whatever
see
this
David,
is-
you're gonna punch out.
yeah,
on
whatever
screen.
David's doing where he's saying, "Hey, bring it down to here." Don't. Bring it up. Bring it up to here.
Do
Up.
this.
Yeah. So as you guys board the ship, you guys start to slowly take to the air. And you begin to kind of rise above that misty forest. That mist that had already like surrounded this area, you guys begin to rise above it, and you finally see some of that sunlight break amongst the clouds as you guys begin to set sail east towards your next destination. Over the next 2 days, you guys continue to travel on this path. Some of you
Take
in
that long rest.
yeah, some of you guys in like quiet slumber.
Oh yeah, long rest time.
Some of you may choose to mourn your loss, reside to your rooms. But on
No
that third
worries.
day, as you guys continue to pass, Liam, there's a knock on your door.
Come in.
Hey, little goblin girl. There's someone here to see you. You need to go to the captain's quarters immediately.
Flying, aren't we? Someone new?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'll head to the captain's quarters.
You enter the captain's quarters as you wind your way up through the multiple stairs that lead you to the deck of the ship. And you cross the poop deck. Thank you for letting me say poop deck. You enter the captain's quarters. You find yourself surrounded by Valen. You see Astrid, and you see your captain LeChamp.
Okay.
And as soon as you enter the room, a new figure, a female, standing in front of you. Elia.
Shut up. Sorry, that's me, not Astrid.
Dressed in her black cloak with silver trim. You recognize her. Been some time, but you most definitely saw her recently at the council.
Remind me which one she was. I know she's one of two. Is she the one that was from the Shady Group, or is she the one that was speaking about metallic dragons?
Thinking about what?
Same person. She was the edgy girl.
But wasn't it, we were given mission from another person that was like unaffiliated? That was gonna be, so this is not the unaffiliated person on the picture, you take us to the Waterdeep picture real quick?
You can, and I will.
Yeah, this one on the right. This is the so. All right, Reyna is the one that has ties to, the I guess the local thieves guild.
Ryan.
Yeah, Rian, Reyna, Ryan.
She's the one that talked about the
It's not Reyna. It's Ryan.
or like said something about like something about dragons last time she talked.
this is the one about dragons. Elia.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one who
Elia.
spoke, and she spoke about metallic dragons.
Yeah. That's who's here.
Yeah, which no
Which is
one
different than this
really
person.
knows about.
Unexpected. Gotta.
Did anyone just get your connection to the server has been interrupted?
Yeah,
Nope.
I see
No.
it up
Oh,
on
I
the
do.
top.
I see it.
We refresh.
One person.
That's the reason I was rolling so shit. It wasn't my fault.
Yeah, that's why.
It was
Yeah,
the server.
it should have rolled a little bit more, but it
Yeah.
kept getting stuck.
It was
Oh.
the server. 100%.
Oh my god! Look at this mess.
What mess?
Did I not pull you guys here? I did pull you. We're getting disconnected from this. Whatever. Anyways.
I'm reloading my page.
I'm still on Waterdeep page. Is that not what we're supposed to be looking at?
I had tried to move you guys, but anyways. So you find yourself standing in front of
All right, I know who I'm talking
now.
to.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Murders and acquisitions. You continue to do so much more than you've asked for. You
Sorry.
You don't mind. You go out and you forge fires and you put yourself through this harden your steel, do battle. Well, some of these other on the Sword Coast hide behind you. You continue to intrigue me. So I've come this way to ask you for a meeting.
We're happy to oblige, but we're kind of in the middle of something. If you, we're down a member. We're trying to stage a rescue.
I believe that
With great urgency.
there is a possibility that our two stars have aligned. I've heard that you've lost your brother. On your way to Carmanther, I would like you to stop. Make one stop for counsel. Amongst my brethren, we do not hold titles like those of the Sword Coast. We don't adjourn in fancy castles adorned with gold. But we do hold quite a bit of weight what will happen here in the future. And if you will allow me your presence, we would like to speak with you. Will you meet with us?
Taking quick notes. Will, I mean, pardon my rudeness and blunt speaking. I'm really distressed from losing my brother. What is it exactly you ask? We were to meet with your your kin? What is she? When I'm looking at her visually,
Human.
just where are we stopping and for how long and how does that help the situation that we're in? Again, I don't know if my brother's alive or dead, but I hope among hope that he is, and I don't want to leave him stranded where he is. So like, time's the essence. Like I don't know. So
What I can promise you is that he is very much alive.
how would you know that?
I don't know, but I'm telling you, I can promise you this. If you meet with us, you will gain a boon. You will. You will
What? A boom?
you will for the first time in maybe a while have some help on your side.
So the entire group is in the room now. So it's Liam, Astrid, and Valen.
And Valen.
Yeah.
The hammer
I'm
shakes
going-
and out pops Darth, and he goes, "Wait, we're getting a boon."
From out comes the hammer strewn across Valen's back. The figure of a dragonborn. Blue, smelling of absolute shit and piss.
You to join us.
Sorry, I heard there was a boon. Also, I'm out of ale.
A boom might not be what
There would be
what you think it
that
is.
would be the point.
What is this boon? And how do you know my brother's okay? Like, I mean,
Wait,
where are we
You don't-
stopping?
wait, Val's gone?
Do you not see him?
Sorry, I was
Probably
very
was
busy.
drinking the time. Yeah, he probably was
Yeah, I
drinking
can
at the time.
tell.
You should check in a little bit more often. You don't know where you're gonna wake up next time.
Speak to her statement.
I
I can tell you that those portals do go somewhere. Whether he's alive or dead within wherever that somewhere is a completely different story. But he's not nowhere. And I think what my elven companion is trying to ask politely, which sometimes I don't ask as politely, is who is us? You request to meet with us.
There is those who work within the confines of the establishment, the Sword Coast hierarchy, the legionnaires, the upper class, the wealthy, the titled. They hold a certain amount of sway and power. And then those who deal outside of that, who actually have power. They don't need sway. They don't need wealth. They control things and move players into positions. Those people need your help.
Night checker.
I was about to say, do I Can I do like, I don't know, a history check to see if like I know anything about what she's talking about?
I am burning a luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I got
do.
new luck, so I'm burning a luck.
Yeah, we did at least a day.
Alright, 6.
Oh! Welcome to the party.
Yeah.
Womp,
Val
womp,
is gone,
womp.
but my role is still curse the group.
Hate you.
Well, yeah, the old man has it.
Well, yeah, you have a +9 to your goddamn history. Good lord.
Oh, well, I was doing
Valen, this for you. This sounds like a lot of different things. You have known outside of Waters Deep, outside of the kingdom, there have been elves at play. There have been half elves at play. There have been dark elves at play. There has been an armies of gnomes and dwarves who do not necessarily bow to this particular like patriarchy. The idea that there are people who and systems that work outside of this, 100%.
Are you talking about like this is David asking? Are you talking about like outside of this specific patriarchy on the Sword Coast? Or are you talking about like outside of just the system of patriarchy across the world?
Emily's
Or
The
not
Sword
the-
Coast. Sword Coast.
Sword Coast.
patriarchy.
So
Okay.
basically,
I
beyond
I
the
will
domain
say-
and the realm of Waterdeep Council, they are organizations and movements actually act outside of their.
And you've run across them already
Yeah,
in multiple occasions.
yeah.
I will
years ago.
say-
Years and
I will say for everybody's edification, this is the kind of thing that Val essentially stood for. Of him saying, "This is not my king." He does not.
Well, you
hold-
ain't here.
Well, I also just said fuck the patriarchy, so
I think all of us aren't from like directly always the Sword Coast at this point, so like whatever. So anyways.
so
Um
just so me clear, just so let me clear. So
Just so me
we're
clear.
essentially just so. Well, I can't say we because they didn't roll 24 for history.
yeah, I didn't roll shit.
For shits and giggles.
All right, just so
Don't
we,
dare.
just so me clear.
Okay,
She's
makes sense.
You.
so she's
on.
recalling us back to meeting with the.
Sorry, you broke up.
So is she recalling us back and pulling us to with the king once again
no, she said on the way.
on the way?
I think
No,
this is
yeah,
not
on
the
the way
case.
as means like we're gonna get diverted like out of our.
Hopefully not. That
Okay.
far.
You mean-
I'm asking.
Like
this is Detours.
detour?
This is called Detours. This episode is literally called Detours.
Bum, bum, bum.
Quick, guys, do something weird to
I
ruin
get
the
it now!
DM's
Oh my
plan.
god!
We
I'm
can
taking
detour
it
the
from London
detour.
and
Calm the fuck down.
Nailed it.
If we can power through the detour sign and just power right on through.
Fucking nailed it.
Oh.
Yeah. Fuck Val.
All right, so then
Character
Valen
number 4. Let's go.
then no, so Valen basically Valen's being silent for a bit after listening to the proposal, waning on all the potential options and the actions they are about to take or they to take, and what potential risk and danger could happen when they going to finally be confront Nerovane and his force. Talk to basically, so he kind of make a gesture and pull Darking and Astrid aside, saying we are now down, and we've all seen what Neurovane could be controlled for. The dragon is only part of it. Even though losing the dragon crippling his power a little bit, but I do not believe we have yet seen the full extent of his capability. Because during our battle, we barely see what he has learned and acquired the knowledge of throughout decades of his journey across the sword. I do suggest we at least listen to what they have to offer. Because if we were to say Val and plan to get all of us out of the encounter alive, I'm being honest with you all. We need more help. And that's counting our beloved dragon. We still need.
Bitch, I'm all the help
Oh.
you ever need. I'm just that good.
You ain't here! Shut up!
No, he's
He's playing
Darth-
Darth
that's
right now.
Darth.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
He wasn't here.
God, I kept
he
forgetting
wasn't
he's
here
playing the
last.
character.
He wasn't here last
God
time.
damn it.
He wasn't here
God
last
damn it.
time, and that was the problem.
I'm sorry, did I not do enough?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I
I'm
was
sick.
watching. She did a lot. In all honesty, it
First
was
off,
kind
what
of
I'm
impressive.
saying
What I'm
is they
saying-
needed someone not like me knitting a scarf in the corner the whole fight, and then maybe one more person to have been fucking hitting the dragon or hitting the narrow vein. We could have not lost my brother. Look,
Listen, things are very just complicated, and it's all magical, and I don't
All
really
right.
understand it. I can
look.
I'm
It's
here?
not look. The
So
idea
do we
is
have
not-
no? So guys, settle down. Do we have a consensus that we're
How
going
far away is this detour?
right? We need to figure out where this is and
How
what
far
they want us
away?
to do.
to need an answer now?
Well, I asked
And
them,
how long
where
will it
is
take?
It's-
He's in a precarious situation. He's within.
So,
he's
so
from
yeah,
what I
so
can tell. He's
basically-
between.
You ain't no
Valen make
shit.
another
I don't know
gesture
shit.
toward. Yeah, Valen made another gesture openly toward Ellis, saying that you hear the question, how far to go for this quote unquote.
How far out of where we are is Elia that we requesting that we meet? I'll address that to her. I mean, we're standing right in front of her.
It is. If you are on your way to Cormier, we simply ask that you meet our council at the peak of the Stormhorns.
We're going past
It's-
Nahara? Holy crap,
only-
that's pretty
it-
far.
It's only within leagues
Stormhorn?
of Cormier. Certainly not out of the way. It's serendipitous that we are on the same path.
Is Stormhorns one word or two?
Too.
You are here.
Thank you. I am the fucking note taker. You want me to write this down?
All right. Well, it seems to me that my companions and I were pretty determined to save our companion for whatever costs, whatever actions we. In order to achieve that, having some potential help and backup really helpful. So, I think I can speak on behalf of. We're willing to lead the way.
Did you say we were going?
I think so,
No,
aren't we?
I'm asking. Well, I'm asking the DM. What did he say? We're going?
Stormhorns.
They're asking you to go to Stormhorns.
Stormhorns. Am I familiar where that is? Having traveled that area. If it's close to where I'm from, I don't know where it is on the map. So I'm wondering how close it is on the map, and would it
It
be
is-
within the range?
I mean, you've certainly heard of it. You're familiar with it as much as you're familiar with, I don't know, Idaho
Mm-hmm.
or
That's good.
Wis-
Oh, I see.
Wisconsin.
Do I have a so if
That's
that's where
huge.
it is, do I have a direction in a general area?
Well, you get down.
Well,
It's east of where we're at.
Mm.
It's in between where you want to go.
And okay, that's what I was.
Yeah,
that's what I was trying
It's
to
on
do.
the way.
It's on the way. Okay.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't know that. Sorry.
Is it Cormier or Cormanthor?
Command
Or
you.
Manthor. It's
Okay.
if
Right.
you're
The
They're
looking
both-
region,
they are
the,
both
the
on- they are
region is,
both on
is
this.
the region
I
is
realize that now.
Cormier. The region is Cormier. Where you guys want to go, you guys labeled as Cormanther. Where
Comanther.
Comanther,
Sorry.
also known as Comanther.
Manther.
David, I'll send you.
I have a map on my screen. That's why
know
I was
you have a
asking.
map.
Is because
I'm telling. Just like what I said.
You guys are all cheating, by the way.
No, I've already sent David this before.
No, you were cheating then.
Listen,
You're
I'm
cheating
sitting
now.
Here,
What
I'm
what
sitting
telling him
here,
where we're
and
I
from.
sent him
just
the map
magically
already.
appeared
He
in
says.
front of my face. I don't know what happened.
The wiki page
Mr.
on where
DM,
we're from.
sir.
all right. I'm just writing down the names of places so that I have the spelling.
Let's do it. Let's meet with whoever she says we want to meet with. If you guys have a well enough knowledge to know that it's generally on our way, at this point, he's either on the outside of the portal or somewhere in between. We don't really know. Right?
If I mean, we didn't go to Waterdeep, but if this process gives us a way to find him faster, save him, then it's worth it. So
I mean, Waterdeep came to us.
right, agreed. So I'm let's do it. I'm not saying that, but my priority is obviously right now is not losing him. So that's
From my
just where
understanding, he's done this before. I wouldn't worry about him too much.
I mean, to a degree, sure, but you know, he was literally like, you know, seconds behind Narrowvein, who, you know, Valen's just been telling us how terrifying and terrible he is. So if he was seconds behind a guy who has, you know, we should all be at full strength to fight 1v5, then maybe we shouldn't leave him in there stranded alone 1v1. So we don't know what he's going into. We don't know what he's against. So let's not just assume that just because he did it before that he's going to be okay to do it again. I've survived a lot of stuff in the past, and I don't want to go through that again. So
Apologies for being an optimist.
optimism's fine. Just saying why I'm concerned.
Sounds like we're going to the Stormhorns.
So-
Kalaya?
Are they going to give me like a new hammer or something? Do I get to use 2 hammers?
Sorry, who the fuck are you?
We've met at least once.
Like
Ashton's
for
met-
30 seconds.
I don't know. I feel like I know you. I've just been watching you guys just fight shit for a while, kind of.
He's the one
Got
in the
it.
hammer that we talk about every now and then. This
I'm
reason why we care
aware
about
you
this
have
hammer
somebody that just randomly pops out of a hammer.
Yeah, it's
Darfarius will reach out his hand and say, "I'm Darfarius, by the way." Feeling
Astrid would not take his hand.
feeling
and say,
slightly
"Astrid."
intimidated, and just be like, I feel like I should shake her hand before she smacks me with
One
her blade.
intimidation check.
Oh, he's gonna
Check
counter
all
that
of you.
intimidation.
Check all of you. Literally check everything. What?
I
There's
win.
no way you.
Roll.
There's no way you.
I win.
roll
I win. You have a +11 and I won.
Did I roll?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It didn't show.
yeah, but you didn't want it to show after that.
I got it. Used up all my luck on my stupid football game.
Darfarius is very insistent that you shake his hand.
Fine.
Ella, how did you get here?
Reluctantly shake his hand.
How did you get here? As the ship begins to enter the upper atmosphere, finally taking off or continuing on this journey, you'll find out soon. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Cool.
Okay.
Off mute and back on screen.
Okay, so aboard Tom Petty, you guys continue to fly east across the Sword Coast, leaving behind much more familiar territory that some of you are used to. But you guys begin to kind of start finding your way down into a realm that you yourself, Liam, seems a little bit more familiar in. And you approach another one of many, many mountain ranges. This one being the Stormhorns.
Is Ella still with us?
Yes, she's still with you.
I'd say while we're traveling, if we haven't already, I could do identify on the belt that we found from those giants, ogre things.
The one that I got.
Mhm.
Sure.
Okay. You're going to do identify on it?
Yeah. It's the only thing we got a note that was in there. I think.
You take some time to identify. You'd already identified that its make had been giant.
Yeah.
So after taking some time, with it, going over it, really focusing your expertise on it, it comes to no surprise to you that this is the belt of hill giant strength.
I'll take that information. I'll explain it to the group, saying that this is in fact a magical item of belt of hill giant strength, and I think before we arrive in this new region to help Elo, someone's gonna probably take this. Want to take this? Astrid, I mean, you did the most damage to the dragon. You kind of single-handedly
I'll take
carried
it.
this.
Yeah.
I can take it. It will definitely help me hit harder. That's for sure.
Do you already have the gauntlets of ogre, or is that Valen has that?
I have it.
Okay. Because they can't be equipped at the same time. But as long as that's not an issue, then don't worry about it. I couldn't remember who had what. What are your attunement slots now?
Mine? Right now, before I have the belt, my attunement slots are full. I have the boots of flying, I have my armor,
Fire staff.
and then I have the rod of fire, or staff of fire, or whatever it's called.
Okay. Because this one's also going to require attunement.
Yeah, I'll have to do that. Let me think about it for a minute. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
What else? What else are you guys doing before you guys started descending?
I think that's all the items that we need to identify and deal out from last session.
Okay.
From the
Valen, you too?
dungeon.
Yeah.
because at this same moment, you guys start to hear this. You guys start to feel like this kind of like tingling across your skin, and whatever
Okay.
little hairs you have on your flesh start to kind of slowly rise. And off in the distance, you start to see these giant sparks of lighting. And then that thunderous crash follows behind them. Rain started to descend all around the ship. Thom Petty, as you guys begin to descend into the peaks. Elisa, up on the captain's, by the captain, assures you everything is going to be fine. But off in the distance, every now and then, you feel like you see the shadowy figures sailing through. Just lit briefly by these thunderbolts that light up the sky. And as you guys descend, you find yourselves descending into this giant crater, this gray crater made in amidst these peaks. The ship comes to a rest. And you find yourself greeted by these cloaked figures.
I do not vibe with cloak figures.
Are they?
Did they say anything?
Do they look like cloaks that we recognize?
Does Elias say anything?
As you guys begin to descend into the crater and start to dock, Elia assures you, this is our council. Please follow me. She walks down the planks
Ooh.
where this group of
Vibe
hooded
check?
figures kind of part ways. And they lead you all to the center of this crater. In the background, you still see these flashing lights of these lightning bolts. You still hear this thunder echo throughout this cavern or throughout this valley.
Can I?
Before Valiant step off the boat, airship, quickly turn to the captain and basically whisper, "Mend the cannon. Be ready for quick." And then you walk off.
Would like my reaction is to ask for a vibe check, but I know that's not a real thing.
Be an
Insight check.
insight check.
So
Vibe,
insight.
vibe check.
Vibe
Insight.
check.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I know.
Can I?
Is
I
it
vibe
murderous
check these guys?
vibe or like
Yeah.
parade
I mean,
vibe?
I feel like the cloaked figures can go either way. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we
So
aren't going to find out
this would be
much
a
based off my rolls.
vibe checks are perceptions. We can change it from here on out to vibe checks if that's what we need to do.
Perception
It's
Uh-huh.
insight.
is the vibe check, or is insight the vibe check?
It's insight. Insight's checking the intention of like.
Whatever the DM says.
Insight's checking the intention of like a character or a situation.
Yeah, but you don't know their insight yet.
Like that would be the for a vibe, like you're like, what's the vibe? That's like an insight of the situation. If you're trying to read insight into
Perception.
the situation.
Sure, roll whatever
Perception.
one you want.
I'm just like, I mean, perception is like, you know, trying
Yeah,
to
your
explain.
perception of the situation. Like, what
Alright,
do you what
fine,
are you
I guess-
gaining from like the things that you're seeing? So you see these cloaked figures. So like you don't have insight from them yet because you don't know anything about them. But I'm cool with
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, I'm not going to tell you
They're
shit
both,
either
they're
way.
both wisdom, so like just roll them.
Yeah,
well,
I'm not
one
going
of
to
them's
tell.
higher for me than the other, so I'm gonna roll the higher one.
There you go.
Got that 18 vibe check.
Noise.
As you move through this crowd and the way that they part way, you get the sense of that with Elia that they're paying. Some of them are paying their respects. They're bowing dutifully. Some of them are eagerly moving out of the way. And you're familiar with moving through crowds, big city crowds, checking to see if there's hands on hilts and things like that. And at this point, you do not, you don't sense any danger.
Okay.
You've been invited here. You've been asked to come to this one point. So as you continue on through this crowd, you get to the center of this crater, and in the center of this crater, you see this giant cauldron that's completely carved from stone, standing as if it was where this meteor had hit and then resided, carved, whittled, made into this figurine with this kind of celestial blue liquid in the center of it. Surrounding this cauldron, you see 5 hooded figures. Well, you see 4 hooded figures, I'm sorry. All in cloaks, but of different colors than Elia, who takes their place next to the cauldron as the 5th figure. Standing directly across from you, in a black robe with a golden trim, a male figure speaks up. M&A. It is uncommon that we request the likes of you. Riff-raff to some, but still, you have the hero's heart. We too request your services. Would you speak with us tonight?
Is it nighttime right now? Like, is he implying
Yes.
like
Yes,
speak with us right
tonight.
now? Okay.
I wouldn't say right now or today.
Like, speak with
'cause
us
it's
in
night.
12 more hours. We'll see you later. It's like,
Yeah.
okay. Came per the request of Ella.
No, you came per the request of me via Elia. But that's neither here nor there. The world is at odds. And you tiny beings, despite your stature, are capable of tremendous force. Like this lightning that surrounds us, we would like to focus that energy in the right direction.
And by catching certain key phrases, Villain opens his mouth saying, "It sounds like you're suggesting yourself different than us. Who are you? What are you asking?"
The familiar voice of Aaliyah speaks up. Balin. I know that you and your particular group are worthy. That you seek to stem the tide of the cultists. We have similar goals. What we would like is that the insurance that we can work together.
What?
You still haven't said who you are.
Yeah, and what is your
With all due
goals?
respect.
All right.
You keep speaking in riddles. I mean, you know that we set out from
I
Water's
told
Gate.
you this would happen. The sheer these petulant child, these children that what are they? Only decades old.
Yeah.
There's a male figure in a black coat adorned with copper trim.
Yeah.
They only
Well,
want their glory and their gold. And this is why I said we should not speak with them.
I'll speak for myself on this one. I said nothing of glory nor gold.
Is that a
I said
dragon
everything to
born?
do. What?
Hey,
That
how's
is
it going?
dragonborn.
What? I'm going to continue.
wait, so he asked of the Dragonborn and he more when Dragonborn speak. Looking at the situation, Valen kind of being silent for a sec and kind of assess the room a little bit. And then he's trying to attempt to respond.
What?
I don't know what my kins and my companion may look like to delinquent, young, immature, whatever judgment you may post on us. But what my crew's primary concern right now is we need to save our team. We were promised by Elliot that we were going to discuss over some sort of partnership. We've already took days to come here. Days that we knew were too valuable to spend. You or whoever you all belong to may have the time.
Do not belong. Belong. Rephrase that as quickly as possible.
Whomever, whichever race or being that you and your gathering belong to may perceive time differently.
I think
Or may
that is
think
where this
our
conversation
lives value.
ends. Listen here. We speak only for ourselves. We've invited you here to speak with us. This may be the greatest honor ever bestowed upon you. Do you think we are some kind of underlings? We are gods amongst ants. Elias speaks up. They're good. They're misguided. We need to understand that right now, they're only working with very little information. Maybe they drink from the crater. We can begin this conversation anew. And that first figure
Oh, sorry.
that had stood across you and greeted you points to this open cauldron full of this blue liquid. I promise no harm amongst you. There's a conversation to be had on the other side. Please. Partake.
So like, is this some kind of
Wait,
like
on
alcohol or
the
some shit?
other
All right,
side?
I'm game. Hit me up with this shit. Darth walks
Darth,
over and takes it.
wait, DM. Let me confirm the
as soon
sentence.
as,
Is that on the other side?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Darfarius runs up to this giant cauldron carved from stone full of blue liquid and just
Yeah.
starts drinking. Does anybody follow?
Does anything happen to Darth Ferris?
I'll
We
follow.
locked it. Yeah, I guess I'll follow too.
Is anything happening to Darth Ferris?
Yeah, give me a second. I can't type as fast as you guys. I'm not David.
Hey.
This was David back in the day.
Your mic was
Your mic's too good.
good at
Oh,
removing
sorry.
the clicky clacks. And,
Clickety clackety
He's like, clack, 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 clack.
Darth just like kind of like looks around and goes, "Ooh, y'all look shinier."
Behind each one of these figures, you see this. You see their bodies kind of like sway, like their image is on the surface of the water, but behind it, something grander, something more immense.
Oh my god.
All right,
We're taking
Well,
a
I mean-
psychedelic trip. Let's go.
I mean, Astrid, before I know all this, Astrid was gonna drink, so whatever.
Astrid tips from,
Valen also took over a cup to start.
and as you look around, you see these cloaked figures. You look at Elia, black cloak, silver trim, behind her. Faintly, like through, as if you're looking through tree leaves, you see this kind of figure behind it,
God.
immense in form, with these silver scales. Astrid, you look at another figure to your left, black cloak with copper trim. And it's as if you're looking through glass. And you see this copper scales of this enormous frame.
okay. I approach the thing to drink, but before I do, first off, I'm thinking if I even have like a thing. Did you say there's a thing to drink it with, or is it just dip your head in?
Everybody has done it in a different manner.
had a chalice or something. I thought I have it in here. Is there like a something to like a cup or something to pull liquid out?
There is not.
Okay. Then I'll take an empty potion bottle, dip it in.
The bubbles start to like kind of exit the bottle as it fills up a little bit. You have this glowing blue liquid inside of this bottle.
I look up at them and I say, "Came here to do a deal. We can help you. You can help us."
The deal
I
hasn't
roll-
been
I-
made yet.
Well, I wasn't. Yeah.
You came here because we agree that we both can help each other.
I don't know what you know about us or whatever, but everyone here is. We're all fighting for something, and that's what united us. I don't know what you think you see in us, but if we haven't proven ourselves already, I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's wrong. But I will continue to play your game because right now, the most important thing to me is at risk. I'll drink.
As you feel that liquid kind of like go down, starts to like turn inside your stomach, you turn behind you. That same group that had parted their ways almost seem to like kind of morph into this form. Those cloaks fade away as they go to all fours and they curl around behind. And you turn and you look on these 5 figures that have been standing around this cauldron. You see through this shimmer, this veil, you see these otherworldly figures, these dragons made of metallic scales stand in front of you.
I had a feeling 5 could have fit a 5. Figure out now.
I wish I heard any of the things that you said, Terry.
I had a 6 set. I literally I thought about it. I want to say I literally thought about it. It's like
That's the
wait,
most nonsense
5
shit I
means
ever heard.
Kilma, 5 like was the hand gesture? Like seriously. But it's okay.
Yeah, there are the.
I digress. Let's go.
Honestly,
Honestly,
I would say that. Thank you for that.
sorry. My bad.
It's all right. I know I sound like that right now.
That was me.
I mean, seeing dragons, there's really only one reaction from Astrid at this point. She's gonna start kind of going towards her glaive, but like more, not in a direct way, but more like in a confused way, because she's still trying to process what she's seeing.
Child, put down your weapon. There is no escape for you here if you were to attack.
Are you to guarantee me that there would be an escape if I were to not?
No,
I know
that's
only
a
one
solid
thing of
point.
dragons.
And I only know one thing of humans.
Hmm.
We've
Bold
seen you
of you to assume.
We've seen you decimate the Sword Coast. We've seen the elves, what they've done in their eons of life. Do you really think we're the savages?
I have no bonds to the Sword Coast nor the elves.
Mm. Whatever world you came from, do you deny it's any better or worse than here? Is it not just an endless pursuit of power and glory, wealth, knowledge, destruction?
Partially driven
Hmm.
by the ever
Is it-
presence of dragons.
Yeah. Despite all of human and elf and dwarven interaction, my kin survive. And that's why
By
we brought you
hiding?
here. Sometimes. Most obviously. I mean, we talk of power, but yet we disguise ourselves as humans. You have a point. Some of us walk amongst you. Elia here sat at the council. What is power when we have to subjugate ourselves in order to not be hunted, brutalized, murdered?
Have you given us reason to not?
Uh, have you given us reason not?
Of course not.
See, our kin, we don't act the same. We don't believe the same. Long ago, we thought we could work with the likes of you, the humans and the elves and the dwarves. We thought maybe there was a manner in which all of us could coexist. And instead, we were hunted, and our flesh was torn from our bones and worn as trophies. Who amongst you isn't wearing my kin's skin right now?
Me? I don't know. What is the Dragon Slayer thing made out of?
Mm.
Not wearing
No,
it.
that's like a straight like not that's like above board. Like
And Darth
I have
Vader
no
says it.
idea. It's like a complete honest question. Like above everything.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
I mean, Darth technically does have the red dragon shield on his back. He doesn't use it, but he still has it.
Oh yeah.
Like we literally had something for I think everyone at one point, except for Valen's the only one I don't think.
No,
and
Valen
Astrid.
did-
Valen has the
Valen
black
100%.
dragon,
Valen doesn't
armor.
have it. Valen doesn't have armor. Valen has the dragon guard armor, which is just a plate mail that's just enchanted.
Oh, okay.
It's not dragon made. It's or a breastplate that's enchanted. But and then Astrid has the glaive, which is just a magical weapon.
It's a slayer.
But I like that's up to whomever wants
You're
to
right.
decide what it's
Better
actually
off
made
if
out
lost
of.
David because he had
That's
black
just
dragon
the
shit on
weird
him.
nerd shit that I'm. So, but I'm not there. Well,
I mean, we've been fighting dragons that have been terrorizing the land, and for better or for worse, it's not that we've been hunting them; they've been terrorizing places, and they're strong, and we could, leave their bodies to be taken by someone else to be scavenged or whatever, or we could use it to help us defend ourselves against the next one that we have to fight. I mean, these are not good creatures that we've been chasing down and harvesting. These are, things that are equally trying to kill us and kill, towns, countrysides, families. They've been, aligned with the dragon cultists. They're trying to bring back Tiamat. I mean, nothing that they've done
That's
or
where we would like to speak to you all. Because it seems as though their end goal is to rise Tiamat.
do you know how? We've only seen some parts
There's-
of it. We've been stopping it as best we can.
It is not our. It's not that we know how. Like we said, for centuries now, our magic and our flesh has been used in manners and bewilder us. Their attempts now to rise Tiamat is concerning us. What we need to consider is do we work together to stop this? Believe it or not, those in Waters Deep send you out to do their dirty work. They tell you that there are armies amassing, there are waves of reinforcement, and yet it is just you. That are on the front line that we need to be considered of.
Now, forgive me my boldness, but you would go, as I see it, against your own kin to prevent this from happening, even though it is technically
Don't you worship Tiamat?
your deity as well. Yeah, that was what I was
You-
trying to get at.
Yeah.
It almost gives me more faith in you. That you know so little. The metallic dragons, we fought against Tiamat once before. We did our best to seal him in the nine hells. And we are damned if we're going to let him rise again.
Her.
Her.
Dragon Queen. Sorry. Just
It's gender neutral. I don't know why you're making this point.
better neutral, but continue. She does have a gender. Tiamat's a female.
There are those of us who believe that the world can coexist. And there are those of us who believe that the world needs to be dominated. I assure you. Even though we're skeptical of what you humans and you elves have done in your short time on this planet, there is a possibility for coexistence.
What confidence do you give us other than your word?
This is the word of a being whose seen stars come in and fall out of existence. We don't need to worry about my word so much as your own.
And I'm a being that has watched deals come through and fall away.
Mm-hmm. In your
I
mere
must have
times,
word.
in your
In my
your
mere time.
blink, in your blink of an existence. Yes, you've seen these things.
Exactly. So why should I trust you who has claimed that they've seen stars come and go, when in my short time I've seen deals come and go?
You don't.
Do you think me that naive, though I have spent only a portion of the time you have on this earth?
We think we thought better of you, is what I'll say.
Yes,
We
it is.
thought,
Oh, sorry.
given this opportunity, given the gravity of this particular request, we thought better of you. But we were wrong.
I mean, nothing to offend, but if
No
you'll
offense
excuse
taken.
me,
What will happen
I've been
here
almost killed
is
by
you'll be
multiple
requested
dragons.
to leave, and we'll wage this war without you. And when the time comes, when Tiamat rises and crushes that blow, oh, you won't see us.
I never said we didn't want your help. I just need
Asterisk, hold on.
assurance
I
that you will
understood
help.
that your own paranoia, your inability to trust, your unlikelihood to work with others is going to keep you from fighting this fight.
We've been fighting this fight. We have all right. Let's make sure that I say it correctly in game. Elia.
Elia,
Okay. Elia has been in the room where we've given updates on our fight against the dragon cultists and the efforts that we've been trying to make to stop these events. But unfortunately, what we've been doing has been mostly chasing something that's already in action, right? We haven't been able to get ahead of anything. It feels like we're just chasing the inevitable right now. But we're stopping what we can and defeating who we can and hitting as many blows to the dragon cultists and the dragons in line with them that we can. Now, what would you have us do differently in this? So far you just said, would you like to fight with us? Are we not fighting with you right now? Like, if we were to go out today aligned with you, like, are we, and we continue on, we find the next dragon cultist leader with his next pet dragon, or the pet dragon with his, or the next dragon with his pet cultist leader, whichever way they decide to orient themselves. And we fight them? Is that not what you would want, or what's different? What is your end goal here?
speak with less aggression. Prontather.
My aggression is not at you,
The
right?
gold the male gold dragon says. What I need, what I can assure you, when this final battle comes, you will have my force. I am looking to soothe over eons of hatred and hurt from one King Maldrich of the Alvin kind. That he speaks out and apologizes for that which he did. The abomination that was the Drakith Mythal. When he enslaved my people when he carved us up, when he betrayed us for our magic. That is the start.
Same like
Dude, this is some really cool, spicy backstory,
You
and I'm here
spell
for it, but I'm not
dragon-
actually
yeah.
here.
Mythal.
Illuthra, the male brass dragon, speaks up. There are dragon masks amongst you that are too dangerous for the humankind
They're
or the
not
elven
with
kind.
us.
They're too dangerous to remain in the world. And if the humanoid races are aware of them or where they're hidden, then we can never be at rest. I want them. And I want to see them destroyed. And in good faith, I want them destroyed right now.
If we had any dragon masks with us, we
Elias
would
speaks
give
up.
them to you to destroy. But as I mentioned earlier,
Elias speaks up. The missing brother does have one. Although they do not know where he is.
She's got the angle, guys. Says David from the shadows outside of the game.
hush.
I came to Waters Deep for some of my more selfish reasons. It seems as though that some of those that parade through these cities call themselves heroes. They wear the skin of my kin, and they make armor. The dwarf lord who slew her is still works amongst those in Waters Deep. I am looking to have the remains be returned, and that Ambassador Branjavi make an apology on behalf of all dwarves for the wrought death of the Dragomots have cursed.
So the name that they said, was it a dwarf that's on the council or just a dwarf that lives in Waters Deep as a smith? I missed that.
You don't recognize the name.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Thank you.
Yep.
Can we get some of the spelling and names of these? I'm
Sure, yeah.
falling
Later,
behind on
because
my
this is
notes.
gonna
That's
take a
fine.
while.
Sorry.
Yeah, just give
There's
us
another-
Just give us the laundry list later.
Yeah.
Transfer my note taking to David.
As it seems as though like this continues to go through in a cycle, you come across a bronze dragon who refuses to talk. Just continues to like stare at you guys.
Hmm.
Is interrupted by a female copper dragon. I am Tazmikiali. And I wonder, amongst you, who has that scent? You hear this big sound as the air rushes past you. You have that smell. I recognize it. Step forth, half elf.
Okay.
I smell the stench of your ancestors on you.
Ooh.
Really tough because he likes to shower a lot, so you know.
And you hold one of the
Valenstein.
items that they once held. Where is it? What is your most prized possession? Pull out the ring.
Wait, what? The ring?
The ring?
And
Boring.
he
I don't.
kind of starts sniffing towards your head.
Oh gosh.
So in
I'm actually
The-
lost right now. I
the
don't.
last
I don't know what.
in the
ring-
last century is no longer a ring. Is what you're saying. You hold it in your hair.
Ooh.
Oh shit!
Hymn singer. Right?
So you know what I am.
I know where you came from. What you are is a weapon. What you hold is a sheath. Hymn singer. Your days are numbered. Understand this one last thing. Even as you looked upon us, you were unaware of our presence. So is your future. What you regard as a family heirloom is nothing more than the key to your destruction. And when everything comes to blows, I will be there to regain my glory.
So certain about such as. Can you grant me your wisdom and at least let me know, would I ever be rid of this?
Oh, I think you'll find much comfort in death. But fortunate for you, Hemsinger, it will not be today. Fact.
If I can be blunt and frank, I have
Mhm.
imagined for decades. Thank you for the message. For if the end can rid this curse from this world, I will gladly.
Hey, this world's full of curses. We're gonna go combat one. I would like you to take this on your journey. And the cloaked figure that stands in the middle starts to put his hand out. The shimmery figure behind it, you see this giant claw as he presents these three arrows.
Who is he presenting this to?
All of you.
Then I guess the Arking should take them.
Is it like a arrow per person, or is it like just like a bundle of 3 arrows?
Jesus Christ! It's
just
3
so
arrows.
fucking-
It's
Alright,
three.
I'm
It's
just
3
making-
arrows. There's
I'm just-
fucking.
I'm just trying to make sure that it's not like symbolic for the group or something. Okay, I'll take the
Remember
arrow.
the first classic Zelda scene where the sage tell you it's dangerous out there, take this with you?
Yeah, I
We're doing that
understand.
scene right now, so take the dang arrows!
Yeah, but it could be like, this is an arrow for you, this is special for you, this is an arrow special for you, this is arrow special for you, and like it could be something symbolic like that, you know? Don't want to.
Like the arrow will be endowed with our own DNA. If we don't hold the arrow by ourselves, it would
Yeah.
not go effect. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, like Power Rangers.
I
Everyone
love
gets
this
it.
shit.
So,
I love this shit. No,
Alright, I'll
take
take
it,
this. I'll-
Darkin. Just take it. You're the best shot,
got it.
Amon.
All right.
Oh,
I
of us
literally
right now.
don't own a bow.
I wasn't trying to make a big deal about it. I was just trying to like visually see it. Like, was it a bunch? Okay,
I
we got
know
3
you're
arrows.
trying to be
No,
thorough,
you got
but
it. I believe in you.
I believe you can grab
oh
these arrows.
god,
Try to grab it by the long, not pointy side, so you know.
I personally do not believe we should give them any more help than this. This is one of the figures.
I'll peek out.
What is it?
We are on our way to Cormanthier, and we are searching for an area, a clearing that's where there are multiple portals. We think the enemy is using a network of magic in
Yeah,
the area.
network of magics. Mm-hmm.
It's where my brother's lost.
Yeah, I'm sure.
If we're gonna be successful, we're gonna need my brother.
I don't think so. You've all see the Dragonborn. You don't even have the Goliath anymore. And yet here you are. You lose people all the time. Are you capable of doing what we ask? The end of the world is coming.
Not ignoring the end of the world, but we're also not leaving him behind.
He's not behind. He's just somewhere else.
Darth,
In fact, he might be in front of you.
Hello?
Darth leans over to Valen and just whispers, "I know a lot about us." And that's it.
Villain kind of turn over, look at the Darth Farriers, and kind of just struck it off.
What
Listen,
concessions will you make in order to get our help? And then he waves behind it, and you see all those same cloak figures that had previously kind of walked you through this area. You see them, and in all of their glory, these multitude of winged metallic dragons.
the faster we find him, the faster we can save the world.
Not enough.
not going to stop until we try to save him. So if you're
Not
going to invest
interested.
time into us,
Then we won't.
you've been your best bet so far. You've asked us to come here for that reason.
And we regret this instantly.
Do you all?
Seem to have a particular thing in mind.
Well, we've named a few.
Oh, in terms of the list,
So they gave us a list of things that we can go after to help them. So like
Got it.
the guy who's wearing one of the metallic
Got it,
dragons
got it.
as armor.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some
Oh, I can scare the
there's
shit out of
curses or
somebody.
some shit
Oh, yeah,
somewhere
we're
that
fine
they
with
want
doing
us to
that
help
shit.
break. They want so my understanding is they want us to help with that and then
Their
they'll help
agenda.
us.
Yeah, I got it.
Does that make sense? Does that DM does that
Makes sense.
track?
So it's kind of like
I'm trying yes, okay.
I'm
Thank
sorry.
you. There you go, guys.
Sorry.
Pick one of the quests, go do quests.
it's kind of like
Yeah, let's go scare
Heracles
that
and
person
his
out of their armor.
laborers.
yeah. I mean, look, we'll do all of these at some point, and we're fine with helping you, but you know, if
It isn't.
if these tasks are what helps us stop the dragon cultists and stop all the other things that are going on, and you know, in the Sword Coast and Faerun, then fine. We'll, you know,
The
that's
gold
only in our
dragon starts
benefit.
kind of like, I would like more assurance.
More
But I want to make
assurance.
some of
I
these,
know.
some of these you've been asked are petty squabbles. Even though we're not above that. We're also dragons. And we believe if we help you defeat Tiamat, we deserve our cut.
We could pay you with what we even have right now if it
Oh,
means that
no.
we can get.
We want what they have.
They're dragons. They have hordes.
So they want the hordes of the dragon cults that they've collected.
This dragonborn is smart,
Oh
which
shit,
is
yeah, that was
unusual.
big.
Which is unusual for a dragonborn.
I
Hey,
mean,
yes.
I see
Smart,
shiny
he's
thing, and I
naughty.
want shiny things sometimes.
Also
It's just kind of what happens. I was thinking maybe of like running 2 hammers instead of just 1 because 2 is more than 1. I think.
You've talked too much.
Okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
So
I represent 5 families. Each one of my family wants a cut.
let me ask you this,
Apples or-
and that's fine. You want your cut, but if you lost your family, what would you do to get them back? And how would you feel when someone holds?
Did we not tell you about those who are wearing the skin of our own family on their backs?
Your
Are we going to ignore the armor that sits amongst you all?
our armor is not from your kin.
Exactly. But it is someone's kin.
Someone's always someone's kin, I guess, if you want to play it that way. We can always be pacifists and let things happen.
See, and this is what we do when we deal with elves. There's no, I don't know, reality in the conversation.
It's not reality. What would be the fastest? What option are you asking us to do that will get us to my brother first?
We are not bestowed to you or to your brother. We offered up our aid so that we can come to a similar conclusion. We are eons old, and you're asking us to bow to your request. It is insanity.
Saying my brother's at risk now. The longer we wait,
Your brother's
might be
at risk.
lost.
My brother's at risk. My children are at risk. The entire world is at risk. What I thought we were going to do was go ahead and fight for that, not put it off to save your brother. If you cannot come to terms with this agreement, then we will pull it back. We have no more means to deal with you.
I'm gonna look to the group and see what are they thinking. I don't know.
What I'm thinking is why. Well, actually, in honesty, Valen was questioning why. Why was he? We had our quest. We should just be on our way.
Like, I'm
I
fine
mean-
with helping them if it helps us in the long term. I just don't see why. I don't see the point. Like,
They
if
are
have-
primordial beings. We don't have a choice. We honestly don't have a choice, Darking.
What do you mean we don't have a
They
choice?
are primordial
they said
beings.
we can leave them alone and we can walk away, or we do it their way, but we run the risk of losing my brother forever. How is that not a choice?
Okay, so let's assess the situation. Okay, by going alone, we're posting risk. By helping them, we're also running. The question comes down to which risk would you willing to take? I'm posting the question to you right now.
Right now it's time. I don't know where he
That's
is, and I
not-
don't.
But
It's not any of the two options, though.
Huh?
I guess I'm just saying it's not any of the two options.
no, but
Is-
I'm speaking to Darking as in the game right now, saying that if you assess the situation, time is relevant in a sense that
It's totally relevant.
provide a choice. If we select one of the paths, time will become relevant, right? Because if we choose go alone, then we'll still have time. But in the general sense, the grand scheme of the entire situation, we're being posed to make a decision on picking one of the risk.
Look, I get it. It's not easy to make the decision, but when you had the curse and it was your life on the line, and at least we knew how long you had, I still chose to save you rather than to continue forward and doing something else, right? Because that the risk of moving forward was not worth it to me. This is my brother we're talking about. I don't know where he is. I don't know how much time he has. So if you're asking me which one it is, that's the point. I don't know how
Okay.
long he has, and if you're so this is what I'm going to do. All right? I'm not trying to throw away everything that we worked for, but we need to, like, he was alive when he went through the portal. I want to find him. If he's done this before, there's a chance he can get out. But nothing seems like it was easy. He went through with Narrowvein, who you just were telling us about how dangerous he is. Okay? And on the other side of that portal, if it comes out where we think it comes out, it can only come out where there was possibly more danger. So everything around the situation seems like it's dangerous. And I don't want to leave my brother alone for a long period of time where we don't know what we're doing for that period of time. I want to save him. So that's why I'm asking these dragons if they either want to help us save him now and we can do the thing in payment, or I have nothing against helping them. I just the thing is time. This whole thing was along the way. Do we want to do something that can speed up that process to get us to him immediately, or do we just go our way to find him on our own? If we're off doing fetch quests and then ignoring him for indefinitely, that's not the option I want to go. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
That's where
Then
my head's at. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to talk to these beings about. They can be omnipresent. They can be, for however old they are. And they can only be in touch with the greater good of the world or their gold. I don't really care. The whole point that we set out for this quest was for us to protect those that we love. All right? And the person that I care about the most has been my brother. And if I lose him, then it's all over. It doesn't matter anymore. So I need to save him.
Beautiful.
So, what option gets us to saving him? Gives us the best chance of saving him. That's what I'm doing.
And Balin turned to Elias. Well, we've heard discussion. What it comes down to, personally, you all have heard my own feeling about my curse in my life. To be honest, point, I'm willing to help whatever it is that you all ask us. But if we're gonna do this, Elias told us before you even made the journey, you can come up with some sort of, I guess, situation, deal, or whatever you want to call it. At least for the time being, there could be some sort of protection for our team. That was in the discussion you came to us. So we are offering our everything, help you to accomplish deal that we all want to.
I think in the end, I think we'd regret this entirely. The fact that you think that you can persuade or somehow make a deal with us, I think we're better off on our own. Good luck to you all.
What if we could do both?
And they start to, the entirety of this group starts to move towards the back of this this pitted landscape that you're at. Good luck to you all. Elia looks at you and said, there's opportunities in front of you. There's a world that's bigger than you and your group and your egos.
Let me get this simple.
It's
either if it's either all labors be completed or no deal at all. Is it that simple?
Not egos.
Just tell me here
us.
now.
It was what you offered was nothing in return.
No, there's
Everybody
no egos
came.
involved. In my
Everybody
world,
came to you. Everybody came to you with a request, with a way to set right the world that had been taken away from them, and what you did in return was ask for more.
We're just trying to clarify.
We
the
are not
situation.
interested in giving away more. And what you saw was when we asked for reparation. When we asked for reparations, you You saw that as some kind of request for more. We owned this world.
What?
It was
I think you
ours.
misunderstood me.
I think
I
you
think you
misunderstood.
misunderstood me.
I think you
All I'm
misunderstood.
asking is
And
explanation
this is
about this.
why we are leaving you. Good
Okay.
luck.
Okay.
In the final battles to come, don't look to the skies.
Oh.
As the final group kind of pulls back, you see that shimmering start to disperse. And you feel these large winds start to like pull around this room in this cavern. I mean, this pitted area that you're in. And it swirls around. The dust kicks up. And within seconds, you guys are standing in nothingness. You're in this empty, pitted out landscape. The cauldron is devoid of any liquid at all. And it's just quiet.
So DM asking for
Mhm.
the game's continue. Did we actually get the details on the labors that we were asked?
They
That
gave us a few.
dragons?
Yeah. They gave us all the tasks that they wanted us to do. Each one of them stepped forward and said, "Here is the thing that I'm pissed about."
But then they said, what can you give us now, or what can you promise us to do in the future, to then give us something? Like I was confused by like the questions.
I know, it's like all we were trying to do is to clarify the situation. Is it all labors to be done or no deal at all? So I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like we're playing along the game, we're playing along the story, but then
It's
all
fine.
of a sudden
We got 3 arrows out of it, and we're moving on. We'll just continue.
I mean,
forward.
if you want
I'm
to
just
discuss it
asking for
later,
clarification.
We can discuss it later. We're just gonna move on for now.
Okay.
I mean, Astrid won't say anything. She'll just walk out of the cauldron.
as you guys start to walk out of the cauldron, you find yourself like kind of amongst like these spiky peaks with the lightning crashing all around you. And you hear the thunder. You see Tom Petty in the distance as you guys approach it. And I think that's where we're gonna end tonight. Terry, to your point, I think there was like requests that they were trying to make, but also like they needed some assurance that you're gonna make your word. I don't know. That makes sense?
It makes sense. All right. So since our choice was to make sure that we could at least have some timetables in mind before we act out, that could be perceived as some sort of hesitation by the dragons that you guys are not interested, want to waste time with.
They're also dragons, right?
Yeah.
What are dragons like?
But that's not
Immortal?
No, they want gold and stuff, but like that wasn't like that's like a promise of something in the future. That wasn't like something we can give them now. That's why I was like, do you want something like right now, like is like a holdover, like a value?
Well,
Like,
I
was trying to
well,
figure that
no.
out, and
What
you
I
said
mentioned,
no.
what I mentioned is that there is a certain amount of dragons, and what you guys are gonna do is attack this dragon cultist who have been creating this horde for a long time, right? I guess there are other ways to persuade dragons to do what you want other than. I mean, you guys didn't have a lot of leverage. What was your leverage?
Right, we were just trying to figure out what they were gonna do because it was just like, are you only helping?
Yeah,
us at the end?
Do you
I'm
want?
still-
Okay, here's what they want to do. Do you want an army full of dragons to help you to back you up in a war against dragons?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I was also
Yeah, right.
now, our
so
main
then,
concern was,
what are
like,
you offering? So what are you offering them? So you're standing them once a council of metallic dragons, where I described like they're like a multiple of dragon people, like dragons all around you, and they're saying, "Hey, we're gonna go to war with you." Like, what do you need to entice them, right?
Yeah,
So
I felt like we were brought
Because
there
all
on, like,
you're
on
doing is
different-
asking, hey, I need you to do this for me. I need you to do this for me. I need you to do this for me. I need you to find my brother. I need you to do this.
It was
At
really
what point?
Wait, hold
questions
up. Hold
what
no
we're
no
just
no no
trying to
no no
do.
no 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 no. Hold up. Alex wasn't asking about that at all.
Alex was definitely asking where his brother was.
No,
How to
Alex was
get to his brother.
asking which
No.
task will have shorter time to complete. That's all he was asking. Because the speech he made was villain was very clear. He wanted time. Time is essence to him. And we're all willing to do the task. I don't want this. I guess that
It's
was
not
the
the
part
task. It's not the tasks so much as what are you willing to do to have an army of dragons on your side? What are you guys
Well,
giving the army of?
I said we were
What do
willing to
you?
do whatever, but like the problem is like we're not willing to just sacrifice Val to just get the dragons. That was what I was saying.
They don't. But like, what would sacrificing Val do to get an army of dragons? What
If
would
they
an
were
army of
saying-
dragons?
well, so like I mean, they were,
What would an army of dragons care about sacrificing one person?
I understand that, and that's why I was making my point is like we can do this and we can do something now, but like I'm not gonna do if they see the value in us.
Yeah,
in
I
doing
understand
this stuff,
Viva's point now.
is like do all
Well,
these things
yeah,
and
then
go,
it's-
and
then
hey,
forgive them.
it's-
Like that's not part of it. Like that's like
It's the
we
trolley.
need
It's
to
it's
save
not
them.
like this is all ego. This is all
Viva's
ego.
position.
That's not ego.
It's all no. It's all ego. So you're saying, hey, nuclear bombs. What like nuclear bombs? We want you to fight on our side. I'm not gonna call you a nuclear bomb if you fight on my side. Like, what incentive do they have to fight on your side at all? You're not offering them anything.
It wasn't.
No,
ego.
it's literally the
it's-
trolley. They literally presented us with the trolley dilemma.
Yeah. You either
like,
you
Do you,
you
do
either
you
want to
sacrifice?
yes.
Do you pull the lever, sacrifice your
Yes.
son, daughter,
Yeah.
significant other, whatever it is, or do you
in exchange for
decide,
the power of
yeah,
Dragon Army. Yeah.
Or do you say
And
20
you
on the
made
you
your
say-
choice,
and
Alex.
save the
You
other
made your
20
choice.
people on the line, or do you say fuck the other 20 people on the line? I'm saving the person that I love.
Which
Yeah,
I think
and
your
that's
answer at that point was you chose Val versus
Right.
Yes.
the other part.
Yeah.
Yes.
If
So-
that's
so-
what it is, then 100%.
I mean, it's a-
that's what I decided. But I was.
It's a
explicitly trying to
classic-
say,
I
like,
mean,
it's not ego. It's more that like, what do I value? I value like my world.
But at the
this
same
point
time,
is the only person that's left in the family.
we have the trolley problem. Except for we could throw this in. You have, I don't know, the potential for massive amounts of wealth. What is it? What is it? What it? What? Okay. So what is it that you can do to entice metallic dragons to your side?
Well, the thing is, I thought when
God,
because
dragons,
I
God
remember
forward.
there was a discussion. There was a moment of the
As a leader.
discussion. They talked about okay, if we defeat the nerving and the target of the dragons that they wish to remain be unwoken, then we can offer that whore whatever treasures that we may find after our encounters with nerving and with whatever target that we need to to the metallic dragon group. I thought that was the offer we made.
I will tell you right now how this encounter was supposed to work.
Look, let me end the stream and then we can go.
Okay.
Sorry. Thanks everybody who was on. It was fun.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the.
We had a lot of people on.
Yeah, who knows? I'm totally not gonna tell them.
No, it's fine. No, okay.
How